Okay guys, so real quick, I want to show you guys what I'm working on. So I have an installation I want to use these distribution boxes for with these protective devices. And this is my DC breaker, this is my DC surge protection breaker also. This is my automatic voltage regulator or adjustable voltage protector. This is my AC surge protection device, and this is my AC breaker also. So basically, this is how my connection is going to go. So my input for AC is coming in through this guy. So it goes through this breaker all the way up here. Then this is the input for my AC here, which is going to my inverter. So the output of this guy is going to feed the inverter's input. So it's going to charge the inverter. While I'm going to loop this guy here so that we can have an input right here, while the ground also gets connected to this guy and then it goes to the ground in the distribution box. While this is for the PV, also the input comes in from this end and then it goes all the way here. Now we have this connected here, and the ground also goes to the PV. So one way or the other, both inputs has an SPD connected to it, both right and left. Now I'm going to wire this guy up so that I don't have to do that on site tomorrow, which is what I want to do, and that's the purpose of making this video. Now I have two of these. This is the first one and this is the second one. Now the second one is meant for an automatic transfer switch, which I'm going to be unboxing right now. So I don't have to do that on site tomorrow. That's how I save myself stress on site. So now this is one of those practices that help us save time on site, especially if you're going to a very far location. So now the transfer switch actually is a simple device. We have two units of this. This is the manual one, which actually works as a changeover switch. So it has two inputs right here and then one output right here. So it takes two inputs. This can be for grid, while the other one is for generator. And then the output goes to charge your inverter, or as the case may be, whatever you want it to work for. Let me rotate this real quick. So now the same thing applies here. This is the first input. You can see source here, right here. So I'm going to tear this off so it does not reflect that much. Now we have this right here. Now you can see source here, right here, and source B right here, meaning we have source here, which is usually city power, which is the grid, and source B, which is the generator, which is your generator basically, and then this is your load. So whatever you want to power with the two inputs would end up here, while this guy is the generator and this guy is the NEPA. So we have to have this installed also here. So it's more like, it actually works just like a breaker, and if you watch from behind, you actually see it's the same thing like that of a breaker. So I have it installed here, and then it will go side by side. So now we have so we have everything working this way. Now if I turn this guy right here, then turn it back here. So basically what it does is, when there's NEPA, it switches to the primary source. When there's generator, it switches to the secondary source, which is basically how it works. So now I don't have to do a physical changeover, which is the big version now for the knife switch or whatever. Now all I need is this guy, which does the manual switching and automatic switching for me. So there's also the opportunity for me to actually do the manual switching here. So I can actually select manual or auto. So if it's on auto, it actually automatically changes where it's taking the input from. But if it's on manual, I can actually leave it on grid or leave it on generator, as the case may be. So that's basically how it works. Now that being said, let's continue with the wiring of this guy. So I'll keep this aside for now until there's any for us to actually go back to this guy. So now, so I'll have to open this guy right here so that it can accommodate this conveniently. And you can see how perfect it looks. That's basically everything for the changeover switch. So I can keep this aside till there's a need for me to do that when I get to this side. So that's basically all I need to do for now. And now let's focus on this guy. So basically, like I said, I need to have the live and neutral enter here and then loop to this guy right here. And then I have to do the same thing for the DC, which is connecting this SPD here and then connecting the ground out to the main supply. So that's what I'll be doing tonight, and I'll show you the process all the way. Okay. Now I have my cables around here, except for my ground cable, which I can't seem to find. So I'm going to cut them to length, measure them twice, cut once, so I don't have excess cables going around. And that's usually the easiest way to go. So I'm trying to make sure my cable is straight, and let's leave it that way. So this is my live right here. This is my neutral. And on the other side, this is my neutral and this is my live. So this is my live, this is live here. So I can actually take this live and bring it down here. Then this live would actually loop here. So here's what I'm doing. I'm actually going to bend exactly about, yeah, I'm going to do this like right now. So let's assume that is about that. I'm going to do something here. So this is basically how I have my connections, and yeah, that's about right. And that is done. Now I'll still take either this or this out so that I can loop it here. So let me just do that like right now. I'm just going to measure from here down here. That's basically all I need to loop that. So right now, I need to do this and this together. That's basically all four. Okay, no, that's not correct. This is my life and this is my life here. So this is what I need to do. Now that is done, and that's basically what it looks like. Now I have to do the same for the neutral, and yeah, that's basically how it works. We have to connect this other second, the neutral. That's basically what we need to do. And with that, now this is basically what I ended up with. So this surge protection device is now connected to the input of the grid, and so also is my automatic voltage regulator. And I will be testing this before the end of the video. Then now I'm done with this. Now it's left with this guy, the PV, so I can have them connected to my breaker also. So I have these two connected, then this would be the input, this would be the input also. So the PV is coming in from this point, and then the AC is coming in from this point. Then the output goes to the inverter, which I will be connecting shortly. So I'm going to use this as my positive. So you can see positive here. Now I'm going to use this pole as my positive. So I'm going to loop this two. Then I'll loop this other one also. I'll cut the cables to length so that I don't have unnecessary excess going around. And that should do. Now, like I said, this is just pre-connection so that I don't have to go to this on site again. All of my stuffs are connected already. And it's just to make my work a bit faster. The installation phase is not as tedious as it usually is. Okay. Now I can screw this back in place. So now we're done with the connection of the positive. Now we're doing the same for the negative pole also. Okay, so now I have my AC cable connected here. I have the DC connected right here. What is left is the ground, which I'm going to be connecting probably on site. Then the input, which is this AC here, and then DC here. So I have 3 outputs now, 1, 2, and that's basically everything for this video. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye.